Sorry for the crying kid, everybody.
I apologize.
Holy crap, that's really loud. Okay.
Them's yelling at children again.
Damn it, Zim. Stop yelling at the children.
Necromancers make interesting children. We'll just put it that way. Anyways, welcome to the stream. We're very late. Discord had some problems tonight, so we're on TeamSpeak instead.
Problems. It properly shed itself.
Yeah. So, that's that. Rika, if you want to go ahead and do the recap real quick, we'll get started.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the group had entered the house of Zora Culkin, along with the rescued what's-her-face, because it's been a while since I read the module.
Ravioli.
Lady MacGuffin, there we go. Ravioli MacGuffin.
And it's the new name. It's canon now.
Yeah. Ravioli MacGuffin. While they were there, shortly after most of the party had gone to bed, bandits, or I should say cultists, broke into the manor and torching the place. Currently, the group was down in the parlor after dispatching some of the cultists in the library, finding out one of them, dun dun dun, was actually...
Dawson. Yes, I do
Yes, it was Dawson. Turns out he had been working for the cultists the entire time. After defeating a handful of cultists there, the group ran to the parlor, where they faced down a rather well-armored fellow. A few of the party took some couple good hits, if I'm reading the battle sheet right.
In this room just
Oh yeah, it sort of hurt a bit.
Yeah, Zale kind of took a thwacking. And somebody just got timed out. Who was that?
That was Elysian.
Why did he get timed out?
Probably his internet. He was having problems because he was sounding like a robot earlier.
Oh, okay.
It's got nothing to do with the server because the rest of us are fine.
Okay. Well, you've been fucking with people pretty much the entire time we've been in here, so I just wanted to make sure.
I did it. It says he lost connection. He timed out. I can't do that.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you are the almighty Admiral Zim.
Jorox could do it.
Alright,
But
so...
that's beside the point.
You were in the parlor. You had beat up a dude who was wearing armor and one of his buddies. Shortly thereafter, there was a rather loud commotion from the kitchen. The house is still currently burning down around you. The clock is ticking. Where are you going to go?
Well, to begin with, I'm going to, if I didn't mention it last time, grab that short sword that the guy just stuck had, because my rapier is out of commission.
That's absolutely fine.
I was running
as long
off.
As we have Ravioli and Zora, I don't care about the commotion in the kitchen. That can burn down with the rest of the house. We have what we need. We should go.
But the food. Don't condemn the food.
Down, boy.
Someone
You're
just
not
joined
wrong.
us.
There we go. Everything's working again.
Yay! Welcome
Because
back.
for some reason my internet connection decided, oh yeah, I'm going to...
Someone just got moved out of your channel.
What?
Someone just typed something. Keep saying error. Please fix it. I don't know what to do.
You're a terrible person.
Yes, and I'm the one who gets idiot. And rude fucker.
Anyways.
Right?
You're the only one who reacts to it. Everyone else would just laugh.
Cupcake, could you reply to your PM on here, please?
I'm sorry.
I
Alright,
had gone running off to find help with the fire.
Yes.
I'm the fastest of us, so I figure I'm probably quickest to get there.
You're actually on your way
Someone
back
just typed something.
with a few people in tow. It's still going to take you about 2 rounds to get back.
That's fine.
Alright,
You just sent a message.
the area behind you inside the library, some of the struts from the house have actually fallen and started knocking over the bookshelves. The library is actually quickly turning into a rising inferno.
Yeah, there's no way of us saving that. So I would say,
Can we
get
get
out of here
water
quickly.
anywhere in the current room we're in?
The only place you can actually find water is in the kitchen.
We can't go to the kitchen.
Well, it's either go to the
How about
kitchen,
this? How about
or
this?
you can
I'll
try
do
to
something.
wade through the inferno of the library.
Zale here is going to settle himself behind the eyes of Rook and send a bird in ahead of him as a stealthy little scout.
Alright. The bird flies towards the double swinging doors of the kitchen. The bird is not strong enough to actually push through the doors.
Oh, well, yeah, that would be a problem then, wouldn't it?
I have my unseen servant can do that. I can whip him up.
Can it?
Well, no, there's no point being stealthy if you've got the doors, so I say we go on through.
Well, it's not about being stealthy. It's sending him in because he's not gonna die if he walks into an inferno.
I mean, I wish he would, but yeah.
Rude.
He's the only friend I can't seem to get rid of.
Cast your spell.
Okay. It takes an action to cast.
You're not currently in combat, so it's just going to take you about 3 or 4 seconds for the incantation.
Okay.
There is a small whoosh of air, and Genzi, you're actually able to see the unseen helper, but it just appears as a phantasmal outline of a humanoid.
Yes.
Right, I've got to ask, with the wish of air and all, does his skirt flap up?
Is it what?
Does his skirt flap up? The servant, I mean, we can see the servant, there's wish of air.
I can see him.
You're a flap.
I think Zale is asking if the whoosh of air caused a bit of fan service.
From an invisible servant.
Yes. I would like to give you a perception from Rook, if I could.
Absolutely.
No, but on the tower, just be fun.
Pouring wine. What does he need to do in the kitchen? I don't. Why are we going into the kitchen instead of leaving?
Implication was it's the only way out, I think.
Yeah, there is a servant's exit on the other side of the kitchen.
It's the fastest way out, I should say. The room in front of us is burning. The room behind us is burning, so the kitchen's the only way.
Okay.
Everything is on fire. We do have Ravia, or ravioli if you prefer, and we have Zora Kotkin.
They're covered in blankets.
Okay. And you said there is water in the kitchen.
Yes, there is water in the kitchen. However, there is a rather loud commotion from there as well.
So, theoretically, I could send my invisible servant in to pour water on the floor in a path, and whatever caused this commotion would have no fucking idea what's going on, but we would have a path that we could run through.
Presumably, yes.
Okay, well, I think that's our best option, and that's what I want to do.
Okay, so you're going to send the servant through the doors?
Yes.
Alright, the servant pushes through the doors.
Zale, or not Zale, Rook will flap right behind him.
As the doors open, by other methods within the kitchen, setting fire to everything.
Fuck.
However, these look different from the methods upstairs. These appear to be a little bit more bulky, and instead of actually blasting hot air in order to set things on fire, they appear to just be belching up this viscous, insanely hot liquid.
These guys are fire methods, aren't
that sets things on fire simply by touch.
Okay, so as soon as he's done putting water on the floor, we need to run. If they follow us, we can kill them outside, but we do not have the chance to if we're inside in all of this fire.
Well, I actually have to check something right quick, because when the unseen servant went through the door, it kind of swung the door open.
Oh, fuck. And they may or may not have seen us. Oh my god.
Yeah, he didn't think that one all the way through.
Yeah, at least one of them saw you.
We're standing in the middle of an inferno. You're not coming up with any ideas.
At least one of them saw you.
My idea was grab Zora, grab Ravioli, and just bolt out of here.
As the door swings open, one of the Mephits, who has been trying to vomit on top of a countertop, spies the group through the door and creates almost this odd gurgling hissing noise. The door closes shut just as it releases a stream of this burning liquid, and the door begins to essentially melt under the heat.
What about a window? Can we jump out a window?
There are no windows in the parlor.
Shit.
Okay, well let's go into another room and jump out the window.
Can we break the walls?
Walls would have a break DC, but I don't think we can make it.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, I imagine that, well... So the library behind us is on fire. We could still go up the stairs, I think, but that's not going to help much.
Well, not only is the library on fire, but parts of the roof are actively starting to fall.
Yes, so we don't want to go up. Smoke inhalation would be an issue alone. I think the kitchen is our only route.
You would assume correctly.
Alright then, who wants to go first?
That being said, everybody roll initiative.
Fuck.
Even me?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and just skip you for now, Nim. You can roll initiative once 2 rounds have passed, if they're not done.
Someone just joined us.
The brownies, right?
One of the people in this room just...
They're methods.
Why am I...
What? We can hear you.
No, not that. My name was changed.
Oh.
You just noticed.
What?
Nothing. Been like that for a while though.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Nothing, tra-la-la.
Nothing? You only see air. Don't be silly.
Anyways.
Alright, so we have a roll from Shinzi, Zale, Tato. Piero is currently missing.
We weren't in the same room yet, were we?
Yes, everyone.
Yes,
but
everybody
Nim
was in
is
the
same
parlor.
room.
Oh, okay.
Zora and Ravia are on the floor, covered in blankets.
Correct. Under a chair, if I remember correctly.
Am
Yes.
I rolling? Oh, yeah, that. Let me get my
Initiative.
player thing up because it disconnected. Where do I...
I'm not sure on 5e rules. How much weight can an unseen servant carry?
Oh, okay.
That's a good question.
No, come... There we go.
AC of 10, 1 hit point, strength of 2.
Oh, hell
one
no.
Attack. He can do basic things like cleaning.
No, the strength
and
of 2
fetching
tells me
things.
everything I need, so that's not going to be a concern.
Well, strength of 2, you can at least carry a bucket full of water.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking free up our
I would
tanks
very much
for
like for him to
combat.
dump on one of these fire methods.
Well, that is
I
a very
can.
real possibility. I will
would
allow you
ver-
to do that as a potential action on your turn if you so.
Okay.
Alright, so if everybody has rolled initiative...
I have the highest initiative, so I might just get to do that right now.
Well,
I think
actually,
I guess.
there's the
The method goes
NPCs.
first.
So the door has pretty much disintegrated in front of the group. as these mephits begin fluttering towards the door.
Oh, okay, now they are bastards.
Yes, they
The
are.
mephits went 5, 4, 3, 1, 2.
Ugh. Oh my god, that is gonna... Oh my god, that's not okay.
They need to die just for that.
I don't...
And Zale's looking rough, by the way.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Zale's looking kind of beat.
Well, that's Kiero's job.
Oh.
Let's see. As the mephits advance, mephit number 5 reaches the doors first. And as it reaches the doors, it's actually going to use its fire breath. So it's going to inhale sharply, and when it exhales a 15-foot cone of fire.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's really not, especially for the people in the parlor, as that parlor was not very big.
No, it wasn't. Reflex, presumably. Or dexterity.
It is a dexterity save.
I believe that we could argue Kulka and Ravia are out of the blast, correct?
Yes, they're officially floor-bound. They're good.
Yeah.
Floor-bound and using chairs as cover.
Have to roll the dexterity save, right?
Yes.
Okay, dex save. Boop.
Damn, Tato.
Damn!
Too bad that's probably going to be your one good roll.
Fingers crossed.
No, now that you gave him that nice ability,
I know.
he's never gonna roll a 1 again.
He hasn't since you gave him the Scorned by the Gods.
Kiero, we need a dexterity save. Alright, it actually looks like, having experienced what this type of creature can do before, all 5 of you managed to duck out of the way of this, fire cone. So congratulations on that.
Round 2.
Fight.
Alright. Method number 4 begins its approach. Upon seeing that the first method could not hit you, the second one is actually going to charge into the room. And it's going to zero in on the most injured party member, unfortunately.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
In its dive for Zale, it is actually going to pass by a couple members of the team.
Oh, nice.
Not
okay.
exactly at front and center, so no.
Exactly.
Note, Zale... Actually, Zale probably shouldn't have had that dexterity save. Go ahead and give me damage for that. He is currently looking through Rook's eyes.
The save was actually very low. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you.
Well,
Alright.
the point is that he gets no save.
Yes, I am currently perceiving through the eyes of my raven. I will need to wait until my turn to end that effect.
Oh, okay. In that case,
You are too honest for your own good.
Hey, I
Okay,
like
fair.
it. I'm glad he is.
there's an extra 3 damage for
Besides, if Zale dies, I bring in the annoying bard.
you.
Oh my god, I would love to see you play a bard.
Alright, so, as the method charges across the room, Elysian, you're going to get a free attack on it.
Does this count as advantage, or...?
No, this is a, attack of opportunity.
Okay. And which magma mephit was it?
Number
5.
4.
Four.
4. Okay, number 4 gets to get whacked.
That is a hit.
Rapier.
Stab it as it flies by. You manage to deal a little bit of damage. It kind of stutters in the air. but continues its journey onward. Kiero also get an attack of opportunity to swat this thing out of the air. It is method number 4.
Oh dear.
Ooh, card?
Oh dear.
Card.
Card.
Let me grab my
Oh yeah, you have your
Careful,
own
Kiro,
cards.
you might have the curse now.
my deck of fell consequences.
Should we rule that whoever rolls 3 1s in any given session receive, or the scorned
The
by the
curse.
god is transferred to them?
Yes.
Kara, you should heal Zale.
Shuffling the deck.
I got a card.
I have an actual deck.
As long as it's
Oh,
not a
Yeah,
deck
I've
of
got a
many things.
deck. Just I drew a card already.
Got a big
Oh,
I
right.
deck.
tried
I
to warn
forgot
my
you had
other
one.
GM that if she
This
ever
was
puts that onto
melee.
my character, he will kill himself with it. And no, it was a crossbow.
Good news, Kiero. The only downside is you strained yourself trying to hit the method. You dealt yourself 1d4 points of damage. And I rolled a 2. But you kind of pulled a muscle in your wrist or your shoulder as you were trying to swing at the method. And finally, before the method reaches its target, Tato, you get a swing.
Sweet. Do I swing with both weapons or just one?
Just one, since it's an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I choose to use my short sword.
Short sword, I choose you!
Yay! Twinkle.
You hit it.
15 hit. I do. Wow.
Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done.
For once.
Done.
I deal 4 damage.
Okay. You manage to hit it with your short sword as it passes by. Once again, it kind of stutters in the air, but it does make it to its target. In this case, that was Zale. The method is then going to use its claws to attempt to attack Zale. With a screech of anger, it swings its claws. And misses. Kinsey, your turn.
Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to command my
One of the
method
people
to
in this room just lost connection.
I don't
get
know.
buckets of water and
I
dump
need to
them
say
on these
something.
methods.
Command your method?
Although, in my unseen servant, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking.
That's
I'm
okay.
really bad
Someone
at
just
it.
joined us.
Nice
I would
talk.
like for it to start with the methods that are in the kitchen that we're not fighting, though. So if it can successfully dump water on them, that would be pretty great.
Alright, well, the
I don't
unseen
know if
servant-
that'll work.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Actually, I haven't rolled to figure out if these are magma methods. I mean, Tato can see that it's a method of some type, but he doesn't know if it's
And it's
magma or
spewing
fire.
instead of steam, so I'm just going to assume it's some sort of fiery method instead of a steam thing.
Look at the
Roll
big brain
for
on
the-
Brad. Alright, the unseen servant has reached one of the large barrels to hold the water for the house. Procuring a bucket, it hefts the water and begins its march towards one of the methods.
What if we just burst the barrel?
Then water would splatter across the floor, out on the methods.
Okay, and then since that doesn't actually take anything to tell it to do something, to throw bolt on the one that's trying to kill my friend.
That is a hit.
I don't know if these explode like the steam methods do, so back off of its corpse.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Alright. 4 damage to method number 4. It is pretty injured. It definitely is bloodied. Dale, it is your turn.
Well, Zale is going to come back to his senses, and he's not feeling well, so he is going to consume a potion of healing.
Okay. Glug, glug,
On the
glug,
description
glug.
in here, that takes an action, I believe.
Uh,
4 plus 2.
it's a bonus action.
Bonus? Ooh, I'll take that.
Bonus action.
Healing
Easy to do.
5
potions.
points.
You just
If you
pop a
want.
cork, slug the potion. Takes just a couple seconds.
Right then.
Heal
Take a
yourself
swing
to
with
5.
his short sword at the other one. I don't actually have a roll for that, so I'm going to use my short bow attack. It's about the same.
Okay. You have a pinpoint shot ability?
I do not. So I take an attack of opportunity. No, disadvantage on the roll. I'll redo that. No, it's a short sword. I was attacking with the bow because it's the same roll.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. And yeah, that
Again.
is a hit.
Using the bow, same damage though.
Alright, you manage to slay the mephit before it damages you. It drops to the floor at your feet. With a kind of an awkward, squidgy squish noise.
Okay, I believe that's my turn, so moving it along.
And its body begins to bloat.
Yeah, not surprising.
Warned you.
Now, if I've got a move left, I'll go ahead and move to
Have
the other
move.
side of the doors in the kitchen, just kind of taking cover behind the doors, if you will.
When this happens, is anybody able to do a reaction?
Yes, I'm going to give each of you a reaction roll here. It's going to be based on your acrobatics.
Okay, because my shield protects me. It gives me a +5 bonus to my AC, but it
I rolled a 2.
it's a reaction to do.
I ain't going nowhere.
Alright, and Dale's already moved of his own volition. Nim is not in the room. And Elysian is currently...
Elysian is what?
Well, I haven't heard him.
Rar.
There he is. Alright, I need you to make a acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. Where did my acrobatics go? There it is. Boop. Yay!
Alright, Shinzi and Elysian, you managed to dive out of the way.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Tato and Kiro are not so lucky.
I can take it.
Find... Great thing to do. I would like to expand that one, please. Arrow. Tato.
What?
Alright. As the method continues to bulge and expand, eventually it does burst, sending scalding hot magma flying within a 5 square radius, or within a 5 foot radius.
Oh god.
It splatters on Tato and Kiro, damaging them both. Shinzi and Elysian,
shit.
you managed to get out of the way.
Hot, 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 hot. It's on my fur. It's on my fur. It's on my fur.
Hot, 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 hot.
I think it's on your fur is the least of your concerns. Yeah, the fact that since it
Alright.
stays there in his magma.
It's just going to burn and then fade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Vape
Wait,
life.
magma vapes?
And now I
thing
got
is,
like a bald
It's
spot.
a conjured magma, so it kind of disintegrates into nothing after
I
a bit.
know what it means. I'm making a vape joke.
Alright, Nim, you have
my
one more
apologies.
round before you're back. Elysian, it is your turn.
Well then, slightly pissed off that which method attacked them again?
That was
one.
method number 4. It died
is-
and then exploded.
Oh,
Method number 5 is in the doorway.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go after number 5 as revenge for hurting.
I believe I am close enough to 5 to give him sneak. Or flanking, if you prefer that term.
In order to get flanking, he would actually have to... Well, you would have had to move past the method in order to give Elysian flanking. That would have given... That would have caused an attack of opportunity on you.
Within 5 feet, but that's fine.
As long as Zale is within 5 feet of the method, then Elysian does get his sneak attack damage.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, that'll work.
Ooh, yay! That method
I told you that he's deadly. If he remembers his stuff.
Medfint is going to get a stabby stab,
That is a hit.
followed by that damage, and this damage.
Alright, method number 5 has been hit for a total of 12 damage. It looks rather beat up right now. It is bleeding, however, as the blood hits the floor, small flames leap from the spot.
Just poking it full of holes, and there's just magma rolling out of the holes.
Quick, kick it. Just
Pretty
kick
much.
the body. Kick the body.
Oh, it's still flapping around in the air.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, are you done there, Elysian?
Yeah, I forgot to do that. There we go.
Method number 3... method number 3 spots the group, begins its approach, makes it to the doorway.
My
As-
unseen servant, I'm water on any of them
Excuse
yet?
me, sorry.
The Unseen Servant is going to be able to take action on your next turn, Shinzi. It officially has the bucket of water. And just awaiting you to tell it which one to throw it at. Method number 3 is at the doorway, and it's going to be using its claw attack. Dale, you have odds. Elysian, you have evens. I rolled a 2. So the claw attack is coming after Elysian. And a 7 misses.
I'm too fast for you.
Kiero said that he had to go see what the dogs were up to. I don't know if he's back yet. Okay, Kiero's good. It is your turn, Kiero. Right now, in the doorway, you have Elysian and Zale side by side. Directly in front of them, you have 2 of the methods. Method number 5 and method number 3. 5 has already been hit pretty hard by Elysian and is currently bleeding. They are in melee combat. There's not an open space between them and the methods. So if you were to stand shoulder to shoulder with either one of your party members, that would give you the ability to melee attack one of the...
Hero, why don't you heal?
Zale is still sitting at half health. And Tato has taken more than half as well. If the cleric don't cleric, the necromancer is going to have to do what she does best, and nobody wants that.
No, I've seen what happens. Ask me about my Death Knight template anti-paladin at some point.
I also don't have a lot of experience.
That's actually what caused the Death Knight to occur? It was supposed to be a shambling husk.
Tato and Zale could both use some health. Zale has
Half hit points right now.
half hit points. Tato's at half as well. But Zale has much fewer hit points than Tato does.
On the other hand, you probably like Tato better, so there's that.
I don't know. Tato tends to be rather, well, useless.
That's not true.
He's comedy relief. Everybody needs that.
Ever since the gods smiled upon him, he's been quite useful.
Kiero
No. The thing is that the gods frowned on him, and now he's gotten better.
Hey, a frown.
It took celestial pity.
Down.
Took celestial pity.
I took a celestial spanking. Spanking's over.
Zale, you have actually been healed for 7 hit points.
Yes, thank you. Actually, thank you for that. It's much appreciated.
All right. Are you going to be moving, Kiero, or is that your
He's
turn?
already moved.
All right,
he would
Tato.
have had to move to touch range
I'm
for
here.
the cure wounds.
Oh yeah, cure wounds is basically lay on hands.
Yeah, they've got a weaker version now, healing word, I think, which is ranged, but yeah.
Yeah, Tato, it is your turn.
How close am I to Mephit 5?
You're about 15 feet away.
Is it possible for me to move, attack, and if I get a successful attack and kill it, can I then kick the corpse before it explodes? Just kick it at the other Mephits.
You know what? I'll allow it.
It would basically be like dual wielding. You'd need to use your bonus action for it, I would say.
I will allow this.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Alright, so moving up to the door, you come face to face with Mephits 5 and 3. 5 is the more injured one.
Yeah, and I'm going to take my longsword and short sword, and I'm gonna slash the crap out of Mephit 5.
Okay, so moving up shoulder to shoulder with Elysian, you have the diagonal to melee attack Mephit number 5. Go ahead with your attack rolls.
You have your own macaroni. Leave mine alone. Damn it, kid.
Your macaroni is not my macaroni.
Yeah, I know it's empty.
Do any of
Thank
those
you.
hit?
Let me take a look. First swing. First swing with the longsword was a miss. Second swing with the short sword was a hit.
So what I do is that I slash out. It completely whiffs, but then he stabs forward with his short sword and nails it.
I don't
How
think
much
you're going to get the kill on this one.
Probably not. 1d6 plus 3 pure.
No, even at max damage, you're not
Tato.
going to kill this thing.
Hang on, I need to take a look at Tato's sheet real quick.
Why?
Dual wielding, both weapons have to be light, unless you've got something with your class.
Does it? Or is
I
it
thought
only
only one of the
offhand?
weapons had to be light.
Let me
No,
check.
they both do. And yeah, there's a feat that I discovered this because I was looking at feats for next level. And there's a 2-weapon fighting feat that allows you to, I think, either both cannot be light or only the offhand can be light. But that implied that, I looked it up and yeah, it's both weapons have to be light to dual wield. Unless you have the feat.
Fighting.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, they do both have to be light. What do you know?
I didn't know this.
I misunderstood it too. I always thought that two...
It's a very new rule, so yeah, we'd all miss it.
Well, I always thought it was rather odd, because 2-weapon fighting seems so overpowered in this compared to 3.5, where you had like -8 to attack.
Well, but you also have much fewer attacks, and it does still balance out fairly well with
True.
attacking with a larger weapon, given that you don't get the dexterity or strength bonus on damage for the second attack.
Alright, I'm gonna ready an action if that's possible with my bonus action is just to, when it's killed, kick the corpse towards the methods.
I will allow it.
Whatever other method is there. Method 1 and 2, I guess.
Okay.
Cool.
Rika can decide what she wants to do for now since we didn't know about that, but yeah, probably want to grab a second light weapon.
Oh, I already do. It's my club.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and switch turn then, Tato. Considering the door is currently occupied by 2 other methods, methods 1 and 2 are going to continue to stay in the kitchen, setting fire to things. It is method number 5's turn. Considering he has just been stabbed, he is going to lash out at the one who stabbed him.
Up.
So, Tato, you're taking a claw attack. An 8 misses.
Rawr, it just tries to claw at me, but I'm just like, nope. I just lean out of the way.
Lindsay, you are back up.
Woo! Okay, my unseen servant is walking towards one of the methods in the kitchen with a bucket of water.
Okay. The bucket of water is just kind of hovering over. Which one is it walking towards?
I guess number 1, right? Yeah. It's 1 or 2. Well, I guess I'll just do number 1.
They're in the wrong order. I must destroy them.
Yeah. Basically.
Right. Alright, as the unseen servant gets there, he's going to puck the contents of the bucket towards the magma method. The method's currently distracted trying to set things on fire, so it is going to connect. And it's going to deal 5 damage to the magma method.
Oh my god!
There is a rather loud and a weird squealing noise, like iron being cooled too quickly. And the magma method is going to skitter around the air and then turn and look for the source of it. Seeing a floating bucket in the air, but not really a target, the method goes back to what it was doing.
That didn't work.
It helped. Oh man. Okay,
Get it to grab more water and just throw it everywhere. Spread out the water. Help us escape.
In the doorway is methods 5 and 3.
3. Okay.
You hit method number 3 with Witch Bolt.
Okay, the damage thing is 2, I guess, so let's do it like this since that doesn't normally work the way it's supposed to. I don't know. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
What
yes,
happened
it
here?
is. God.
My Witch Bolt is 2d12 lightning damage. So, that's what happened.
Oh, you cast it at 2nd level.
So yeah, magma method number 3 just got shit whipped. From out of nowhere, there's just a cackling from among the party. Zale, Tato, and Elysian from behind you. Well, Zale, you wouldn't know this because you haven't been adventuring with them for very long. But Tato and Elysian, you begin to hear an all too familiar cackle as a black miasma flashes by your heads and slams into magma method number 3, sending it reeling.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I may have or may have not accidentally closed File Explorer.
That can be fun. By which I mean it's
Someone
not.
doesn't like us.
Come on.
Bella.
Get down. Get down.
All right. Shinzi. Yep. Zale, you're up.
Alright, so Magma Method 5 is still up and running. I think we'll start with him.
5 and 3 both are up and running. However, both are heavily damaged and bleeding profusely.
So to begin with, we'll have Rook flap up and attack or distract Magma Method 5. And then as we pull out a dagger as we attack with the short sword on the aforementioned number 5.
Okay.
Come on. There it goes.
Vertigo flap flap. That is a hit.
For some reason my fantasy ground is lagging terribly.
Yeah, mine just lagged when you rolled that die.
Damage incoming. And sneak attack. Come on, do it.
Come on, let's call out Elliot.
I don't need to, never mind.
Yeah, you murdered method number 5. As method number 5 drops to the floor, Tato, give me a strength check.
You got it. I roll a 12.
Well done. The method hits the floor, and immediately you punt it into the room. It bloats as it's flying through the air. It smacks against a back wall. Falls to the floor, kind of jiggles there for a second, and then explodes, coating the area in magma, which burns away quickly. If you'd have rolled higher than a 15, you would have been able to aim the kick.
Cool.
Alright, give it a moment. Still loading. And then we'll throw our dagger at method number 3.
Method number 3 is in melee range of you.
Melee range? Okay, we'll slash with the dagger then.
You're gonna want to kick it too. Good.
Yeah, that'll do. That's a hit.
Shoving is... Oh, never mind. Alright, almost. It's gonna do the D4 because I don't get bonus damage on this. You'll need to add it yourself.
That's fine.
That hits.
Alright, so... Alright, give me a D20, no bonuses. Fail.
Yeah, assuming it drags over correctly.
You know what? I'll let
There.
it happen. How do you want to kill it?
Let's go with guts and entrails.
Alright. You stab your dagger into the equivalent of the method's stomach and kind of bend your dagger with your wrist. Upon pulling your dagger out, lava oozing entrails begin to spill out as it hits the floor. Unfortunately, this does not stop the method from beginning to bloat ominously.
Kick it, kick it, kick it!
It's just I got in a fish.
Kick the damn corpse!
I don't think I can, I took my bonus action.
Fuck!
Yeah. The method is going to, splorch.
That said, we'll take a bit of shelter behind a big guy with the chainmail.
You're going to need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Can I get advantage for hiding behind a scale mail guy? Chainmail? Chainmail.
Who all needs to roll? Is it everybody in the room?
No, just the ones that are in the doorway.
Okay.
Okay. Nope.
And,
Who else? Me?
and no, Elysian gets hit too. No, you were on the opposite side.
Cool.
You were outside the range of the splorch.
Good.
Luckily-
I need healing.
So Elysian's going to take damage. And Zale, you are going to take damage.
They too need healing.
Alright, well, now that we know his opinion. Alright, it would be Elysian's turn, but he is currently, I guess, trying to restart his computer.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to check on my dog.
What was that noise?
That sounds like a pager.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Go back.
Alright, Kiro is going to use Cure Wounds on Tato. So Tato is healed 6. You have, is Cure Wounds a standard action, Kiro?
It is. Just in case you don't know, Kiero, you can cast your spells at a higher level, and then you get to roll more dice doing so. I assume you didn't know that, so I'm sure Rika would be fine with you doing so now if you want to.
Like, as soon as you said that, Kiro went, oh, neat.
Yeah.
Excuse you, get down. Get down.
Ooh.
So, probably might be good to add another die of healing to Tato there.
I heard that, I heard that Mama Cupcake. That was kind of scary.
Oh, sorry. The dog decided she was going to jump in my lap, and she is not a small dog.
And somebody apparently peed in a cup.
Oh no, sorry, that was
Go to bed.
Kiera, make sure that you're marking your spell slots up above. Since you cast a healing spell, unfortunately you can't attack, or at least not.
Richie,
like,
it's bedtime. Go.
Basically, your spell is a full action, and you needed an action to attack. For future reference, when you do go to heal, and if you want to use a higher level, when you're dragging the die, just right-click and it will add another die to it. But let me... There. Sorry, Rika.
That's alright. That depends, Kiero. Do you have any, Well, actually, both, methods 5 and 3 have been killed. The only ones left are 1 and 2, and they are actually in the room beyond the doorway. You have not used your movement action, so you would be able to move past Elysian and Zale and actually enter the kitchen area if you wanted to prepare for your next attack. But the closest one to methods 1 and 2, and therefore would be primary target.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, the thing is that his healing spell is a action, so he wouldn't be able to attack unless he has a bonus action attack.
Alright, Tato, it is your turn.
Oh, I get some temporary hit points.
Yep, you have 5 temporary hit points because Kiero boosted his his Cure Wound spell to the next level.
Cool.
Actually, it's supposed to be... I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be actual healing, not temporary.
Yeah, 5 healing has been done as well as the 5 temporary, so I would say just ignore that for now. Or delete it.
Well, no, he did a total of... I already updated his stuff for it.
Exactly.
So it would have been a total of 11 healing.
Which has been done.
Yeah.
Alright, Tato.
Yes.
Methods 5 and 3 have both died. One of them right in front of you. Methods 1 and 2 are both still inside the kitchen.
One of them right in front of me. Did it explode on me?
Oh, yeah. I had you roll that,
Okay, never mind. Keep going, because I didn't realize we were recapping the very beginning. Okay.
That leaves methods 1 and 2 still in the kitchen. Method 1, over towards your left, has a bucket floating next to it. Method number 2 is on the opposite side of the room.
Have your servant dump water on me. I'm going in. So, Tato, with his club and short sword.
I like that the seal has a club.
Yeah, I know, right? Club and short sword. He's going in. He's gonna wreck some face and then kick corpses.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm stepping into the kitchen.
Okay.
What do I see?
It's gonna take you about 15 feet to get to either method.
Well, let's get to magma method number 1, the one that was dumped water on.
Okay. Heading over to method number 1, you pass by a short cooking stand that has a chop block on it with various cooking knives. When you reach the method, it is actually setting fire to what appears to be a type of preparation area. It is covered in cutting boards, a butcher's cleaver, various bits of food are still strewn about and are quickly becoming cinders.
I want that cutting block.
You want the chop block?
Yes.
It is literally one of those like kitchen chop blocks that just has various small cooking knives.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
He just wants to steal it. That's all.
Go ahead and make your attack there, Tato.
All right.
I like how eccentric Shinzi is.
Same.
None of her decisions actually make sense to anyone but her.
A 13 and a 23.
Both hit.
Nice. So I smash this. I smack him in the face. This magma method think he can go around blowing at people.
Well.
Show him what for.
And what 5 if he gets uppity?
About a what? 11.
What 11? Very nice. You beat it about the head and face with your club and short sword. It turns and it stares you down, kind of blinking as it just got cranked on the head by a club.
After having water poured on it out of literally nowhere.
Yes. It is starting to bleed from one of its eye sockets and from a wound on its side. Its skin is also kind of bubbling from where the water hit it. It's blistering and popping with little rivulets of magma falling out.
The water has to get in the creature.
Alright, is that going to be your turn, Tato?
Yes, it is. When it dies, I'm gonna kick it.
Okay. It is method number 1's turn.
Oh, you're gonna attack me, aren't you? Bring it on.
Method.
It is actually going to use its fire breath on you.
Of course it is.
So go ahead, give me a dexterity save.
You got it. It's a 7.
That's not enough.
Hi! Welcome back.
You took a total of 7 damage from it.
Ow.
You clubbed it, you chopped it with your sword, it turned around, kind of wobbled there, got really angry, and just spewed fire all over you.
Hope it doesn't damage my gear.
The next method is going to turn around because of the commotion and see Tato fighting one of the other methods. It's going to do the same. So give me a second dexterity save.
That one.
That's
There
number
we
2.
go.
I think that's number 2 for you so far.
Okay, what happens?
Is it every 2 or every 3?
Every
3.
Every 3. So you still on your next one, you're going to get your auto
20,
Auto
yeah.
20.
auto 20.
Nice.
All right, so
It gets right up in close range and just breathes all over my chest.
actually it just needs to stay where it is because this is a 15-foot cone.
True. But it gets hotter. Point blank range, doesn't it?
No.
Good job on the timely healing there, Kero.
Yes,
We
that was
did.
incredibly timely.
Yes.
Got hit for 15 damage. He would have been murked if you hadn't healed him.
Yep.
And back to the top of the order.
Hey guys, I'm covered
Kinsey,
in
you're up.
flames right now.
Okay,
sorry,
I'm gonna
I'm a bit too
command
busy to paint a
my
picture.
servant to head over to the barrels and
Which it
try
does.
to bust them. I want him to try and bust them open to spill water on the floor.
All right. Unfortunately, your unseen helper has a strength of what? A strength of 2? Okay, so you're going to need to give me a strength check with a -4.
We'll do this and then take 4 off.
Oh shit!
Holy crap, still dropped to 15. Nobody else is going to see what happens here with the exception of Shinzi. So what you see is, well, you guys are going to see part of what happens. Your unseen helper looks at the mephits, looks at the barrel, looks at the bucket, turns the bucket up and sticks it on its head like a helmet. The party would just see the bucket float up and flip over and drop back down. The unseen helper then sprints towards the barrel and throws itself bodily into the barrel, causing the barrel to shatter and water kind of just splooshes all over the floor, putting out the fires on the low shelves, as well as some of the fires that have begun to light the floor on fire. The bucket is now kind of lying on its side by the busted barrel. Shinzi, what you see is kind of the limp figure of your unseen servant slowly raise a hand and give you a thumbs up.
Yes! Good job! Okay, am I within 30 feet of Mephit too?
Yes, you are. Good God! And fuck you in particular. The critical, I actually have another deck for those.
Oh, you do? Yes!
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I've got all those decks. It's fun.
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't know you had those. I knew Zim had them because I remember he used to read them.
Yeah, he has them on a program. I have a physical deck.
I have an actual physical deck.
Oh, nice!
The difference is that I've got the D&D version. You said you've got the Pathfinder?
I have the Pathfinder, yes. Typically, these are far more brutal and often more fun.
Aren't they? Where are they from? Aren't they the Game Master's Toolbox?
No, these are actually done by Paizo Publishing. These are the actual Pathfinder crit and fumble decks.
Oh, interesting.
Alright, so Shinzi, let's see what your critical hit did. Deck is shuffled, and the cut, your crit on magic, time vortex. Normal damage and the target vanishes. You actually just sucked the poor fucker into a time warp. So it's
Just step to the left.
9. So it's 9 damage from the. So it's 9 damage from the witch bolt itself.
Yeah.
No lightning on this one.
Well, it is lightning. It's lightning damage.
Okay. So 9 damage to Magma Mephit number 2. And with a.
Disappeared.
You just sent a
It
message.
vanishes from reality. It will be returning in 2 rounds.
Okay, with my bonus action, am I able to grab that chopping block? Or not my bonus action, like my last before my turn ends, am I able to grab that chopping block?
If you were to move into the room, yes, you would be able to get to the little preparation island, and you can
Done.
grab that chop block, but I'm not sure where you're going to put it right now.
I'm gonna carry it with me.
Under your arm?
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry it. Yep. My unseen servant is standing there, flexing his lack of muscles, because he's shapeless.
Well,
But
he's
very
kind
proud
of
of
lying
himself
on the
still.
floor on his side, giving you a thumbs up.
Okay, so chopping block under arm. It is Zale's turn.
Alright, Method 1 is still up.
Yes. F1 is still there.
I finally got my burger.
But Zale doesn't particularly feel like closing in melee just now. He will drop his short sword, and as part of his attack action, draw his second dagger. I go for a double range attack on this fella.
As a bonus action, you can go ahead and just, shoot the sword so you don't have to worry about carrying it.
But bonus action for the second attack, which I probably won't need.
No, you crit on the dagger. Want max damage or a card?
I'll see what this does. Nope,
Woohoo! Someone joined our channel.
A little too late on that. Alright.
that'll delay on that.
Yep. That'll murk the Mephit. The Mephit drops to the floor
Tato kicks it.
in front of Tato.
So go ahead and take our bonus and move action to walk by the short sword, grab it and sheath it as we move into the room.
Alright. Tato, give me a strength check. No, punt.
I am not having these blow up on me again.
You manage to kick it away. It lands in a corner with a wet plop, closely followed by a splorch as the lava sprays into the 5-foot squares around it. Jim, you've reached the manor once more. The front door itself is blockaded by falling debris, so you will have to find another way in.
Oh. What about the people that are with me? Are they...
Full with you?
What are
Yes,
they doing?
the people that are with you, they're basically trained for fire suppression, so they are going to know the exits of the house. They point out that there is one at the very back of the house and one by the kitchen, but they're not sure which ones would be available at this time.
Alright, I will... Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll go ahead and get my cart, because I don't know if that's actually attached to the manor, and I don't want that getting burned.
Should have left them on the table.
All right, so you rush around the house. Call it high or low.
Hi.
You're not going to believe this. I rolled this on a percentile.
That is, I believe, technically a low,
Yeah, it's 1 to 50, and then 51 to 100.
because you can't roll a 0.
Yeah. Well,
Still, it's the middle.
Which is hilarious. But no,
yeah, it's the middle. I was always told that on a well, is it a triple knot that's 100?
because you can't roll A 10 and a 0 means 10, so that doesn't do 100, so the 0, 0, 0 does 100.
Alright, well, you know what? Since that is so perfect, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. With the layout of the house, the stables where they keep the horses and carts are close by the kitchen loading dock.
Oh, cool.
So, you, and I use this term very purposefully, you bark orders at the people who have followed you, and they begin rushing around towards the kitchen area on the outside of the house, towards the horse stables, not only to free the horses that are in there, so just in case the stable catches fire, the horses will be safe, but also to free your cart so that you can get that out of there as well.
Sweet. Priorities, man. Priorities.
Thank you.
Upon reaching that side of the house, through some higher-up ventilation windows in the walls of the kitchen, you see smoke rising up and out. You also hear the sounds of combat.
Question.
Yes.
While I was restarting and trying to get my graphics card to work because it installed wrong, what happened?
Long story short, most of the methods are dead. Method number 2 got thrown into a time warp thanks to Shinzi.
Yep.
That's going to come back to bite us in the ass.
2 rounds from now, yeah.
But since the rest are dead, we can pick up the people and make a break for it. So...
I'm gonna go try bursting through the door.
Okay, go ahead, give me a strength check.
Since, you know, I can't exactly... Well, I don't know, they didn't have actual knobs. They had more of a latch that I probably could actually manage.
They do have a latch, however the door is locked.
Oh, okay. Well then... Ugh. My strength is awful. Whew, not too bad of a check.
So running at the door full speed, you lower your head and throw yourself at it. Boom!
More my shoulder instead of my head, but yeah.
As you fall to the floor after slamming bodily into the door swings open. Inside, you see the rest of the party fighting off what appears to be a single magma method. Though the room is rather filled with fire to there have only been one. Assuming that there were at one point more, and the explosion spots on the floor, you figure that the rest of your party has been fighting these methods in an attempt to get out the door there in the kitchen. Unfortunately, that has used up all of your actions for this turn.
Yeah, I figured.
Elysian, your turn. You're currently in the doorway facing the kitchen. The only method that could be around was method number 2. It is still stuck in a time warp. What are you going to do?
Anybody else that needs saving?
We've got those 2 ladies that need a good rescuer.
Yeah.
If your strength is above a 10.
Let's see now. My
Well, I
strength
mean, when you put it like that...
is 16.
You're fine picking them up then.
Okay, well,
Some of
I
us
pick
don't have the
them up,
musculature.
sling them over my shoulder, and try and get the hell out of there.
Alright, which one are you picking up?
You've got Ravioli or Kolka.
Who were they again?
Ravioli was the lady we rescued from the infirmary, and Kolka was the lady who hired us.
Ravioli. I want to say ravioli, but it's not.
It is actually Ravia, but we call her Ravioli.
Ravia.
It's now
Yes,
canon.
I am going to pick up Ravia.
Okay. And you're going to carry her out the back door?
Yep.
Alright. Up at Kiero, your turn.
I really think you should just run.
Yeah, the back door
Everybody
is
should just
open.
run.
Method number 2 is currently stuck in a time loop. It won't be back for another round or so. And Kiro books it out the back door. Whoosh. Kato, your turn.
Alright, I slide out the chair where Zora Kolkin was under, and I pick her up.
Alright, you have Zora Kolkin on your shoulder. Are you going to be leaving with her?
I'm gonna bolt out of there as fast as I can.
Alright, you escape with Zora Kolkin. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yay! Does that mean we got everybody out?
Yeah.
Or at
Yes.
least everybody
Well, I mean,
important.
Dawson didn't make it, but I don't think we want to bring him anyway.
No.
They were
Shinzi.
probably gold, but I'm pretty sure they're dead somewhere.
Right, I let my unseen servant dissipate with one last thumbs up at him, and I start running towards the back door. Is Zim standing in the doorway?
He's kind of laying on the back stoop after having thrown himself at the door to get you guys free.
Okay, well, I run out the door, and I shove the chopping block in his arms and tell him to get the fuck up and let's go.
I don't
Nim
really
doesn't have
have
arms. Nim is a dogger. He is not biped.
I keep thinking that you are walking around on 2 legs because you're like a wolf, like you're not an actual wolf.
I'm a noble
Okay.
wolf, a sentient one, but still on all 4s.
Okay, well then I keep my chopping block and I am still running out the back door and tells him, hey, let's go. Get up, let's go.
I'm a little dazed. Just a bit.
Zale will make sure everything's okay while everybody else gets out. Go on, Nim.
Yep,
It's my turn to get already?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm gonna pick myself up and, yeah, I guess run after him. Since there's nothing else left inside the house for me.
Okay, I need to AFK for just a second.
Okay.
Which also means from the phone, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is my cart ready?
Yes, the cart is ready.
Zale will call out to Nim. Make sure they settle Jester for me, if you would. I could use a quick getaway after this.
Okay, I'll bark orders and get up in the cart.
Alright, Elysian, your turn. Oh, you guys have already made it out of the house, didn't you? Alright, so...
Yeah, I think we all did.
You managed to exit the house. As the cart begins to pull away, the house itself begins to crumble. Bits of the outer shell of the house fall back into the inferno that was once Zora Kolkin's home. Congratulations, you've managed to survive. Now I need to once again
Achievement unlock. Survivor.
remember how to do this.
Do what?
Keep forgetting.
I'm guessing assigning us XP.
Let me know if you want me to help. I'm not sure if the party sheet is updated with Tato's proper character.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
what?
it is, yeah.
Well, you're getting that set out.
So now it's just this one up here, right?
Yeah.
Right, Zim? I drop it over here?
Yeah.
There you go. The party has been awarded 500 XP for that part.
You gotta click the award to actually award it.
Right here?
Yeah. There we go.
The party has been awarded 500 experience points for the encounter in the kitchen. Congratulations for that.
Updated and confirmed.
Let's see now. Where is it? Here? How much XP should I have now then?
It's already been added.
1790, I want to say.
Yep, I have 70. I know it's already been 90. I know it's already been
90?
added, Zim. I just want to make sure
you're in the right place, yeah.
Yeah, make sure I'm in the right place.
So as the cart rolls off the ground, Zale will swing onto Jester, settle his weapons, and head up front, calling back. I've got a place we can go for a bit and lie low. I don't think you want to stay in a place public just now with this shady group hanging about.
That's probably a good idea. No, I said probably, I mean is a very good idea. Let's go do it right now.
Any deception?
We can come back to this place. I know a trail we can follow.
And I can get us through this city, wherever you need to go.
There is something special that is about to happen here.
Oh dear.
Since you managed to escape with both Ravia and Zora Kulkin, every player gets an additional 25 experience points.
Yay!
Miss anything good?
We're getting an additional 25 experience points because we managed to escape with both Zora Kulkin and Ravia.
Ooh.
Kudos to, I think it was
Kato.
Kato and a little bit from Kiero for getting both of them out while the rest of us were fighting. Great job, guys.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. What is our experience supposed to be right now?
But didn't I carry one of them out?
It'd be
I'll get it added in
1850.
just a moment.
But
It's
that's done.
100. It's 150.
I'm pretty sure I carried one of them out.
Wait, why did Shinzi just go up to 1850?
Oh, because that's the number I just heard.
No, I just the XP for the encounter in the kitchen has already been added.
We'll add it manually, or we'll add it
Okay.
to you guys, so you guys don't need to worry about your XP.
And we can take care of that.
Okay. Just making sure.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, an extra 25 experience points for the party. Congratulations. Dun 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 da da da.
Ba-ba-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-dun.
Thank you, Elysian and Tato, for carrying them out for us.
Yay!
Not with my chopping block.
All right, so after escaping the burning mansion, there is quite a bit of commotion as the group kind of gathers themselves outside the mansion. Who is carrying Ravia?
I assume that we
Kato
have them in
is.
the car.
Kato? Alright. Kato, as you're carrying her, suddenly you feel the blankets that she was wrapped in go slack, and they fall against you.
Is Ravia not there?
Ravia is not there.
What the
Fuck?
I was just holding her. What the magic.
You
Those
thought
stupid
you were
things.
holding her.
What?
Certainly felt like you were holding someone.
Yeah.
She's still inside? Where'd she go?
She is not inside. However, after finding out that Ravia had been absconded with anyway, regardless of you actually saving her, naturally questions are asked as to who all was in the house at the time of the fire, what exactly had happened.
Are
The
we
local-
being asked by the guards?
The local constabulary has opened an investigation, but Zora Kulkin, as well as the members of the fire brigade, vouch for the party, so you are not under suspicion.
I also mentioned to the constable that there is a blood trail we can follow.
We should also probably mention to the console the cult.
Probably a good idea. The constabulary takes the notes on that, and they immediately begin
Colors
setting
are
up,
just everywhere.
setting up notification posts warning people about the cult that has been setting fires throughout the city, and in fact, destroyed Zora Culkin's mansion. After a night's rest, you guys are going to be healed back to full for a full night's rest. The local inn has gladly offered rooms, not only to the party, but also to the servants that made it out of the mansion alive. Has offered rooms for the night at no charge. You'll be able to get a good night's sleep in the morning. The downstairs is quite busy with news coming in of what had happened overnight. Servants getting back up on their feet, trying to get things back to normal. However, Zora Culkin has asked that the party meet in her room to discuss what had happened during the night.
Okay, but first things first. I give Zim the chopping block.
It's not his. It's
Well,
Culkin.
Zim now has a fancy knife set for when he cooks.
Yes, because he has that awesome little chef hat, and he cooks some great food, and I enjoyed it, and he has been my friend, so I am giving back.
Thank you.
But it's not your property to give.
Zim,
Semantics.
Zim, your backpack
How
now
about this?
contains...
Why don't we go ask her if she'll let him have it? Because
no,
we don't even know where she is.
Look, here's a thing. A rich person like Zora Culkin, not only can they afford to replace it, but they've probably got insurance on the thing. So if it's reported stolen or destroyed, I mean, it's practically like getting a free one.
Well, either way, I mean, as far as she's aware, it's destroyed.
Burned down anyway.
Zim,
Well,
your
in that
backpack
case,
now
sure,
contains one professional-grade chop block that contains 8 to 10 knives of varying use.
Yay!
It weighs 4 pounds. This is going to give you a +2 to cooking.
Awesome!
How it does so and how you use it, we have no idea. But it does.
We'll see. I like to think that even when cooking for the people that he's looking at who are actively watching him, when he actually begins cooking, everyone's vision kind of goes blurry, or they blank out as how it actually happens.
Whirling, fast-paced what's the word I'm looking for? Animation scene, whatever.
Yeah, it
You
basically
can't
goes.
actually see what's happening, just a blur of motion. Yeah.
And then Zim's sitting there in front of the fire in a chef's hat. There's like a cauldron bubbling away with food perfectly chopped and prepared. And everybody's just kind of like, well, I saw it, but I didn't see it.
Exactly.
Alright, so, upon reaching Zora Culkin's room, she has you sit around to discuss the events, to figure out what's going on. Are you going to tell her about Ravia?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, she was the one who hired us to get her, so...
Alright, upon learning of the situation, Culkin is more or less resolved to retrieve Ravia. Unfortunately, the reason why she had to be carried out of the house itself was that she had been put into a poison-induced sleep, which is why she could not escape on her own. The effects are still kind of wearing off, so she is moving around rather sluggishly. In fact, even her magical abilities seem to be rather stunted right now. Previous to everyone else waking up, she did have a messenger come to her door and let her know that the constabulary actually found a set of wagon tracks that were parked underneath where Ravia's window would have been. and they did lead away from Culkin Manor. Other members of the Lord's Alliance, those are the good guys, by the way, have tracked the wagon's passage to Gent ghettos on the southern edge of town. Unfortunately, the trail did go cold. Quite a couple hours of searching, and they were unable to find the wagon or its occupants. She does offer that the two most obvious methods of tracking would be the tracks left by the wagon, or if any of the saboteurs had been left alive, you could have interrogated them. Unfortunately, you murdered pretty much everyone you came across.
I mean, there was that big guy, he might have still been alive, but we sort of left him in the burning building, so no.
Unfortunately, there's nobody to interrogate.
The most I can give you is a blood trail, but that'll probably lead to the wagon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Turlix might volunteer for interrogation anyways.
For what?
Interrogation.
No! He also called me Turlix.
Okay, and?
Mr.
Elysian.
You insist on me changing my name to Elysian?
I told you not to change it.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Anyways, no! I wasn't a part of them. I have no idea who these guys are. Just that they were trying to kill us, so that's kind of why we killed them all.
This is a reference to the little server group thing that we were talking about earlier. Never mind. It went a little over your head.
Okay.
Which is rather impressive, considering, I mean, you're on 2 legs and quite a bit taller than I am, but I managed to throw it over your head anyways.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Just no.
Alright, so is the party ready to head out to the Gent ghettos?
I'd rather not, but if I have to,
I want to find something to cook.
Disguise before heading that way. There are some people there that don't particularly like him anymore, so...
I want to find something to cook.
You know what, let's do something interesting here. Not right now, but as the party heads out, they will assume the appearance of Dawson.
What do you mean?
Well, he's got his disguise ability, and he doesn't want to be seen as himself in the ghettos right now, so... I'll give you a disguise check, we can use it when he heads out. It's going to look like Dawson.
Okay.
Just to make things interesting.
Very well. Alright, so, after a hearty breakfast, is the party going to start heading towards the Gent ghettos?
Hey!
Sure. Since you won't let me cook the breakfast.
Wait, why are we
No.
doing this again? Is it because it's our only lead?
Essentially, yeah. But before we go out, Zale would like to discuss with Culkin, Zora Culkin, the slight matter of further payment. I'm not going to ask for immediate payment for what we did last night, though there is something due for that, but if we're going to keep working for her, we're going to need further funding.
Well, she, kind of absently is staring out a window at this point, but, blinks, gives her head a shake like she's getting rid of the cobwebs. Oh, yes, of course.
I
You'll
was
find-
too distracted by the baby.
You'll find in my bag over there, you'll find a pouch. It's a leather satchel. It has 100 gold pieces in it. I was meaning to give it to you once we got to the inn, but with everything that was going on, I just wasn't able to focus, and I severely needed my rest. But you are welcome to that 100 gold pieces, you and your party.
Well, that's alright then, we are back on the payroll, and we'll be happy to assist in any way we might. There is honor among thieves, so Zale will split that evenly amongst the group.
So, 100 gold pieces among 6 people.
Well, I mean, it's not going to split evenly, but... I'll say 16 for everyone, and what does that leave?
And the rest for me.
Well, it leaves a little over 16 for Zale. So 16 gold for everyone.
Yay! More gold! Where's my gold? Inventory.
Right. Is the party ready to head towards the ghetto on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Zale will take point, lead the group along a reasonably safe path, avoiding the
worst
worst of the back alleys if he can.
Him, the entire party got a rather hearty breakfast of meats, cheeses, and breads.
We are filled up.
But the gold's not food.
I'll be right back. I need to make a call.
Gold isn't food.
You can buy food.
True. He's still coming to terms with the concept of money.
I mean, if you don't want it, I'll give you my share of the sausage for breakfast if you give me those shiny bits of gold.
You're a dick.
I like this guy.
He'll accept the trade.
Alright, Zale will give you practically all of his breakfast. He just wants a bit of bread anyway.
Okay.
I could actually use the money. That was my only potion of healing I used last night.
He's got he's got like 260 gold. It's like he's got nothing to spend it on anyways.
He's frugal, plus he's saving up for more healing potions.
Okay,
And
so
those are expensive. 50 gold a pop.
Worth it not to die though. Group heads out. Zale will assume the appearance of Dawson the butler.
Alright. While you're doing that, go ahead and give me a history check, won't you?
What is that again? Oh, that's Rook. Whoops. Rook knows nothing of history. I had Rook's skill sheet open, that's why I grabbed that. I've got a couple more points in history than that, thank you.
That'll be enough. Considering you're from the area, I didn't make the PC very high. The Gent Ghetto. When Genthill Keep was destroyed, many Gents fled to Mulmister, seeking refuge. Mulmister, however, had little interest in maintaining their alliance. Despite this, the Council of Blades eventually permitted the refugees to take up residence in the city, though to this day they are still treated as outsiders. For the most part, they reside in the southernmost part of the city in sprawling ghettos that hug Mulmister's outer walls. They are heavily taxed, denied the rights of citizenship, and persecuted by the city's government and its populace. So,
that's rough.
One thing Zale will mention as they go out. I'll just be aware that the people that live in this bit of the city are not fond of the Blades or the Zoras. Don't mention our particular patron or our mission to anybody. They would probably stab us right away.
Okay.
Just don't say what you're looking for. In fact, just leave the talking to me. I think that would be best. Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
Kato just responds with a silent thumbs up, like he's not even gonna talk.
Gotcha. All right.
What's talking?
Heading into the ghetto, there are other people who are part of Mulmister that are non-Zentish, that actually belong to some of the upper class who occasionally come down to try some of the local confections, things of that nature that they can't normally get up in the main centralized area of Mulmister. But they seem to have a rather haughty air around them whenever they're around the Zentish refugees that live in the area. There are, of course, Zentara members, people who used to live in Zenthill Keep until the war had started. Most of them are unwashed, their clothes somewhat ragged. There are little shops open, but they only sell the smallest of trinkets, different types of small bits of snack food. Not entire meals, mind you, considering the squalor that they're forced to live in, but, you know, something to carry around and nibble on. Unfortunately, this also means that there are urchins. Kids run about asking people every now and then for a coin or two. However, you do have to keep an eye out as there are cut purses also roaming these. You are currently looking for leads on where Ravia was taken. So that's what you need to do while you're here in the ghetto.
I think I'll be fine from them. My purse is in a little pouch right under on my chest area. So if they wind up there, they're gonna be very noticed.
No, Zale's got his pouch tucked away nice and neat inside of his coat, thank you.
Mine's in my backpack because why would I carry it on my side?
But no, Rook's also keeping an eye out for anyone with sticky fingers.
Probably a good idea.
So I would say we would best begin at the place where they lost the tracks.
So
an excellent choice.
So
now, see, I'm new to the whole magic, mystical mumbo jumbo thing. It's not exactly a common practice in the city. But Shenzi, if you could do the woggly eye thing and see if you can find any the traces of what happened. Might be they used magic to hide the tracks or something.
You want me to do what, I think?
There's this thing where you look and see what magic happened in the last day or whatever.
Oh, that's a good idea. Can I please do that?
Yes, you can.
And it's Arcana, right?
Yes.
Nope, a whole lot of nothing, guys.
Zale will observe what she's doing and try it out for himself.
Oh, you dick.
So that's how you... I say it now, I say it. Is that,
as I'm gonna go ahead and say that you two kind of were working together on this. A collaboration of minds, as it were. As you're searching for different types of possible magic, you would both kind of spot this at the same time. A strange, almost silvery shimmer in the air. This seemed to come from the main area of Mulmister. You are trained in magical arts. The both of you would recognize that this particular magic is used in higher-end illusory spells. And it would give you an idea of how the cult was able to actually remove Ravia without raising suspicion. The trail does head through the ghetto in a rather distinct direction, which would be south-southeast. However, even after a while of following that, the trail does go cold.
Well, that gets us a bit closer there, doesn't it?
The point where the trail had gone cold would have been the time that the blankets had actually gone slack on Tato, as the spell had been terminated.
Can we do any sort of, like, I don't know, it would be investigation, history, I don't know what it would be. Is there a check we can do to find clues?
Investigation would work. I would maybe go for survival from our trackers, see if they can find cart tracks nearby.
I'll try and sniff them out.
Cart tracks actually crisscross the area. One track is pretty much indiscernible from another. If you are trying to smell out this particular cart, good luck. The people in this area are forced to live so close together that smells overlap smells, overlap smells, overlap smells. You're not able to get a distinctive direction in which. However,
great survival check.
Your group is in a rather poor district of Mulmister. They're looking for information.
Oh my god, we can bribe people.
Well, I mean, that's the secondary option I was going to just ask. I believe that would be either an investigation check or persuasion.
It would be investigation. To find somebody who looks like they might know something.
I would happily find somebody and investigate.
Alright, so Shinzi, clapping her paws together and rubbing them slightly.
Investigation. I
Goes,
muted my mic because of sounds.
You can as well. I'm gonna kind of go in order as people drop their investigation rolls. Zale, unfortunately, you look to be a little too
Jesus!
a little too suspicious with the raven on your shoulder that seems to be continually
Okay,
eyeing
you know
people.
to do that when I'm talking to people. Go.
Pecks you on the head and then floats
why
up
don't you
onto
go
a.
find someone who's selling something and steal from them for a bit.
I feel like my child and your raven are way too similar right now.
Rook kind of pecks at Zale's head right quick and then flutters up and away and positions himself on a low-hanging awning and just begins looking back and forth among the people. Shinzi,
Yes.
kind of clap your paws together, rub them a little bit, and with a slight giggle, you begin skipping your way through town looking for someone who might know something.
Can you put a basket under her arm and a red hood?
Little Red Riding Devil.
If I find somebody, I will try to persuade them with gold.
Little Dead Riding Hood. There we go.
Yes!
As you're walking, a rather surly-looking gentleman kind of bumps into you. I was just sorry, ma'am. I was just heading this way.
I'm gonna follow him.
I'd rather check your pockets first.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him while I'm
Azale would have
down my
lectured
pockets.
the more innocent of the group, and yeah, so make sure you don't touch anybody, or they'll take whatever's in your pockets and put it in theirs. Old accidental like.
So...
Yeah, I'm gonna pat down my pockets while I'm following him.
As you pat down your pockets, you realize that a certain coin is now missing.
Somebody about to die. How far away is he?
She is like hot on his tail right now.
Yeah, but how far away is he?
Go ahead and give me a perception check there, Shinzi. You begin to lose him in the crowd as he rounds a corner on the left.
I am still trying to follow.
As you round the corner, you can no longer see him.
Can I smell him?
So we've kind of all just split up here.
Little.
Well, I'm still waiting for my investigation roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be fixed here in a second.
Okay.
That is what I just rolled. What did you want to do, Zim?
Oh, I was just gonna say that Nim probably would have been tagging along with Shenzi because of the chopping block.
Okay. As you both round the corner, you find yourself faced with an empty alleyway. However, just as you're about to turn around, here's someone a little bit down, hiding behind some rather large bins. Oh god! Oh god, no! Get away! And you see the man who had stolen the coin leap up from his hiding spot and sprint down the alleyway. From where he was sitting, you can hear a light chuckling noise.
I want the man because he has my coin. Can I throw, I'm angry enough. I'm gonna throw a magic missile at the man who stole the shit.
You're gonna get arrested and probably killed.
I know, but my character is angry and not thinking straight.
Let me clarify
Somebody
here.
Stop her, then.
The voice that you hear laughing sounds like an old man.
Oh, that voice! I go pick up my coin.
As you round the corner, you see almost an invisible apparition sitting on one of the bags on the floor. There's a slight indentation. Nim, you would not be able to see this apparition, but you can definitely see the indentation. The old man looks up at you, Shinzi. Well, he got himself a pure friend, didn't he?
Hello, my friend. Thank you.
Oh, well, you know, it's...
stolen you.
Well, he darn sure tried, I'll give him that much. I mean, he almost made it too, but, you know, they're an awful suspicious lot here. Hey, what's this dog doing? You mind?
I'll keep you in a much safer place this time. I'm sorry, I didn't think he could reach you.
Yeah, you gotta be careful around pickpockets. I mean, they'll get to places you never thought they could.
Wait, so the
They'll
coin
sneeze, as
has
he's
the
mentioned.
ghost of an old guy in it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, then.
All right then.
Well, thank you. I didn't know. I don't know these kind of people. I've never had my things stolen like this before.
Well, don't you worry none. I'm sure the rest of the people in your group will help take care of you here. Especially that Zeo fella. You might want to be keeping an eye on that one.
Dale sneezes again.
Yeah. He has the shadow of
Got
death
it in a
on him.
cloud or something.
Zale X Shenzi.
Yeah, I think that's why I like him so much. He's fun. He's fun to have in our party. He is death, and I like death. This is my friend.
Well, I wouldn't just say that he is death, but he was definitely experienced it on more than one occasion. Keep an eye on him, okay? Wouldn't want anything to come to harm for you.
Okay, thank you.
With that, the apparition fades. The coin begins to feel warm in your palm, and the indentation on the bag goes away.
I hug the coin close to me, and then I stick it in my coin purse that's in the very bottom of my backpack.
All right. And now, on to Elysian with your perfect investigation check. Being a treasure hunter, you happen to know how to get information rather well. And you're able, just by natural instinct, find those that may have what you're looking for. In this case, you happen upon a small food shop. The gentleman behind the counter appears to be, decently dressed as compared to the rest of the folks surrounding you. And he seems rather cordial with his customers.
Okay. So food place?
Yep, it is a food place.
Okay.
They're not gonna be happy because we're stuffed already.
Where you going?
That's fine.
Are you going to approach?
Yes.
All right. As you do so, he looks up from the fire that he's been cooking some food on. Oh, hi. Be there with you in a second. Turns to one of his other customers, hands them some cooked meat skewer, receives a couple copper from them, and he turns back to you. All right, what can I get you there?
What do you have available?
Well, I can tell you we got meat. Got meat. I think something that's chicken. And, considering that some folk, they don't really care for what we call meat around here, we do have some greens, but I can't guarantee that they're fresh.
I'll take some of the chicken.
And that'll be 4 copper pieces.
He'd take out his, pouch and take out 2 gold pieces.
Oh, well, now, sir, I don't think I'll be having change for that.
That's fine. Consider it a donation, and payment for a future favor.
Payment for a future favor. Now, tell me, what might the likes of you be needing a favor from a man like me?
Someone who knows the area and knows where... let's say if you want to hide somebody from everybody, where you'd put them.
Oh, you're looking for information.
Yeah.
Does this have something to do with that fire up at Culkin's place last night?
You want third gold piece not to ask questions?
No questions then. What information do you need?
They'd drop down the third gold piece, just where if you per se were to kidnap somebody in this town, where you'd bring them that's out of the eye of the guards and the public.
The coin actually does not even hit the countertop before it's snatched out of the air. Well, first off, and this bit of information's free. Don't go flashing so much coin around this area unless you plan on becoming a target. Nextly, when I was going to be doing something like that, then you're going to be wanting to head to a ruined temple. That particular temple is known as the Temple of Cyric. Y-R-I-C. Been a lot of shifty-looking people coming in and out of there. That's saying something considering where I live. You didn't hear that from me, and I don't know who you are.
Good. Other than that, I've never heard of Cyric. Who is that?
Honestly, all I know is that it is called the Temple of Cyric. I don't know the comings and goings, and honestly, considering the people that I've seen coming and going, I want nothing to do with the place.
That is fine. Thank you very much for that.
You're very welcome.
Take a bite of the chicken. This is very good. I wish more people would come up to you.
Our specialty. Don't worry about it, mate.
He'd give a small wave and turn around, leaving. Yay!
Alright. Congratulations! You have found a rather interesting lead.
At least somebody did.
Well,
you got to talk to your dead friend
the
again.
Others then. Tell them about this Temple of Cyric, and maybe that we shouldn't just go in and barge in, but try and get a look at the shifty people, quote-unquote, coming in and out, and see if any of them matched those cultists we saw.
Alright. So, you have been told that the Temple of Cyric, or at least the ruins of the Temple of Cyric, is your next destination. What will you find there? Will Ravia still be alive? And just who the flying hell is setting fire to Moldmaster? We will find all of that out and more in the continuing adventures.
Here, play this at everyone. It's a JoJo reference.
Oh my god! Oh, is it that to be continued thing?
No.
It needs to be the to be continued thing.
It's roundabout, but it's the work of an enemy stand. That's all I'm gonna say.
But that is the adventure for this evening. It is 9:30 at night for me. So I do kind of have to get going.
Okay.
But
Thank you for hosting for us, Rika. Well,
it's
DMing for us. You're not the host. I think
Wait,
Zim is.
click the link I posted and click play.
Wait, if I click it, it's going to open on Zim's computer. I'm not going to do that. Alright, so I need to get going. Let's go ahead and
That's a little long to be playing here. But Thank you, everybody, for joining this evening. Sorry we were late. We will continue next week. I will be streaming again probably Sunday, and I hope to see you all there.